Hey guys, I'm here with Rook. He just got top 8 at our regionals in Ljubljana. What did you play?
So I played Virtual World. I went I went 4-1 and 1. I actually played a bit more off-meta stuff. I played like 2 branded players. I played Vanadium. I played Cash. No fire actually, which was, I know, it was a pretty weird regional when it comes to meta-wise.
Our meta is kinda ass. At least it was today.
Yeah. Alright.
So let's get into it.
Virtual World cards. Free Lulu. Free Gigi. Free Lalo. Free Lily. And 2 Nyan. So this is kind of the standard.
Yeah.
Quick recap just in case anyone forgot. This is your searcher, this is your follow-up, and then this dumps 2 and this summons 1 from grave. And then I played 2 of these just because I don't want to play a third copy of the spell. So I want an extra name just for consistency's sake. For the gates, I play 3 Kowloon, 2 Quinlong, 2 Chuche, and 1 Janu. This is kind of standard. I know a lot of people play a third copy of this, but I actually don't think it's needed in 90% of the games. The only time I would play a third copy of this is either if I'm playing Desires or a more going second heavy deck.
Okay.
Consistency's sake, so I tinkered with this a lot. I ended up with triple Prosperity, triple Vitality. I personally prefer Prosperity over Desires. I just think getting the one name is way more valuable than drawing 2 cards in this deck, just because you do play a decent amount of bricks. So yeah, at some point I was testing 5 pots as well, so 3 Prosperity, 2 Desires, which could work and does work if you want to play like a higher deck count. Non-engine was 3 Fenrir, best card in the deck. Everyone knows card's insane. Helps going first, helps going second. Also helps you make Baron. And then I decided to play hand traps. I was testing board breakers a lot, and because this deck is a bit more bricky, I decided it's better to brick on hand traps than board breakers.
Okay.
So for hand traps, I played 3 Ash, I played 3 Nib, and I played 3 Imperm. The Nibs never really came up, to be honest. I don't know, it was just like matchup dependent a lot, so this could have been Valor and it would probably have been better. And then finally I played the turn skip, which is 1 rollback and 1 Marakashi trap. For people who don't know what this is, pretty much you send both with Beatrice, and then during your opponent's standby phase you pay half, target the Marakashi trap, and your opponent can special from hand deck or extra deck. So it's essentially an FTK versus most decks. Deck is 42, by the way. I just never like playing this deck at 40 because you play way too many bricks. Extra deck, 1 charge, 1 Yugioh, 1 Belong. So this is what you use to make Baron in case you don't draw the Fenrir. Card just says increase its level by 1 or decrease it. And going second, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can bounce a face-up card. And then this is for the grind game, and charge war is just like generic draw. 1 Dragon Mech. This is here for like super awkward fans, where you sometimes like need to Italy out a Lulu from deck, and then pop your own Dragon Mech to get the Lulu back. 1 Shan Shan. Card's actually really good right now. Like even just standing on it is pretty good versus most matchups right now, and it's also insane in the grind game. 2 level 10s, we played 1 Baron to protect the Beatrice, and we played 1 Changing for the grind game. Other stuff, for going first, I played 1 Totem Bird, 1 Lars, and 1 Beatrice. So your end board is usually just Beatrice, Baron, plus a combination of like Totem Bird, Lars, or Shan Shan, which usually allows you to turn skip your opponent and then allows you to push for game. I played 1 Wallow. This was a last minute addition, and realistically this probably should have been an M7. But I don't know, I had in my head that like some random situations I would need it to just like shuffle back Princess or something like that. But yeah, it could have been an M7 or even another synchro. Going second, I ran 1 Fan Fan. The banish effect from both field and grave comes up a decent amount and is actually like super versatile, so it helps in simplified game states. And then 1 Utopia Beyond, 1 Charger, and 1 Zeus. This card just says all your opponent's monsters become 0 attack, so it allows you to make a 4 material Zeus.
Nice.
Side deck. Alright, going second stuff, I played 3 Dark Ruler and 3 Cosmic. This is probably a bit more unconventional. I know a lot of people don't like Dark Ruler right now, but I personally think it's pretty good. Even like versus stuff like Fire, I think if you trade Dark Ruler for the Appaloosa, I think it's good enough. And then it hits Voiceless and like random off-mana decks. For going first, I played 2 Tactics, 1 Called By. This is something that I just always personally play. You just like side out random stuff you don't need. And then, so this was more of me being tilted from locals, to be completely honest, because I've been getting shit on by Flu in locals. So I played 3 Designator, and I played 3 targets being 1 Shifter, 1 Jewel, and 1 Featherstorm. These cards actually came in a lot today, even though I played 0 Flu, because it's just like good going first. You can side out like, I usually side out 2 Nib, 1 Vader, 1 Imperm. And then I felt like Droll was just the most generic hand trap after the ones that I played. And then this actually came up once today.
What came up?
The Featherstorm.
Okay.
Because I needed an extra card to side in, so I sided in, and I ended up just making Totem Bird and Featherstorming the opponent.
Wow.
So yeah. Overall, I think the deck performed fine. Again, the deck is a bit more bricky than like most mana decks right now, so it's kind of dependent on the draw. But I think the deck has a really, really good grind game, and that's kind of why I like it.
Great. You were 4-1-1, right?
Yeah, it was 4-1-1. I lost to a Forest Stump player because like the lock does nothing into them, and I also misplayed game 2. And then I drew versus the branded player in time, which that was actually a win, but because it was time, we kind of forgot to count 5 points, so that was my bad.
Okay, congrats again for the top, and thank you for the deck profile.
Thank you.